Hello and welcome back to the Guns and Glory show. Excuse the clutter, please. I've been cleaning up. Now, I want to talk to you about my financial situation a little bit. Not that it's anybody's business, except that some of my commenters seem to be trying to make it their business. So, let me start off with this. Plan A, as a lot of y'all know, was to get a loan to fix up that trailer right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how much I make. It's simply $840 a month and $129 in food stamps. That's it. Now, out of that, I've got an $80 chiropractic bill, about $100 in electricity every month. Thankfully, I've got some solar up here. I've got about $120 for insurance. That doesn't include car insurance, which I haven't figured that out yet. Taxes at about $120 a month, near as I can figure. That may change next month. I did apply for a break on that. About $120 a month on propane. And I figured that would give me about $250 a month to get a loan from a bank with which I could use to fix up this trailer. That would have been plan A. Well, because of Biden's gas prices and the inflation and food and just the whole thing, I can't fix that up. So right now, it's just kind of in the way. Now, plan B is to fix up that little cabin right there and make a tiny home out of it. Looks like that's what I'm going to need to do. So, I figure I'll give you all a little walk around. Now, if you're not happy about me being on disability, I'd like you to consider a couple things. There are about 320 million people in the country, and I'd say, stuff off the top of my head, last time I did anything Google with this kind of math was a while ago, a couple years ago. So about 280,000 million people are actually working and paying into the system. The rest of them, they're children, or they're felons, or they're just on Social Security themselves because they're old or they're disabled. Now, out of whatever they take out of your check, which is dependent on your personal check, start dividing things up. Figure out how many people are on disability and how many people are paying into it, and figure out how much money you're actually paying me. It's going to be a decimal point and a whole bunch of zeros. So unless you're willing and able to take my disability, I suppose I'll keep my disability check. Meanwhile, I suppose that you could try to take $840 a month plus $129 a month for food and stick that in a separate account and see what you can do with it. And see if you can do half as well as I do. I'd kind of like to see you try it. Anyway, so since we're going to have to live in the cabin, I've got to come up with another 20 grand or so that I don't have. I have no idea how. Might as well give you a little tour of the place. Remember if I've got the light circuit on or not. Let's see. Yep, cool. Thinking we're going to put the reloading area over here. A little safe there. I want a window in the middle. I've already got the windows and siding for it. I want the piano right there. Put the bed right over there. Probably on a loft, and that way I can put like a cabinet under it for the clothing. That window needs to become a door so that I have more than one entrance and exit in case of fire. That window now can go over there. 2 electrical panels, one for the solar, one for the on-grid stuff. I figure I want all the plumbing on the interior walls and in relatively one spot. So the kitchen sink goes in here. I'm thinking the stove or the refrigerator is going to go here. Not sure. Because of the height of the refrigerator gets in the way of that window. But the stove, we don't want, you know, the exhaust getting all over the glass. So we'll figure it out. Now, into the bathroom area, I guess. I can put a full body mirror right here. I'll put a toilet right here, probably at an angle. Put the vanity here. Put the water system here. And the shower stall right here. The water system will include the water purifier, the hot water for the house, drinking water, and the water for the hot water heat and the floor, which I think is the best option for efficiency and for floor space. This is going to be a whole lot cheaper to heat a 320 square foot building than the garage or a 1,400 square foot house. As you can tell, I've got water coming in. So I'm thinking about 1/2 inch of pea gravel and then 2 inches of foam board and then the PEX line in for the concrete, for the heat, on top of the foam board. Put about 3.5 inches of concrete on top of that, along with foam board along the block wall on the perimeter. On top of that, I will put a 2x4 joist floor with that insulation on top, and then deck, 3/4 inch plywood deck on that. That'll keep us nice and warm. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the styrofoam or foam board on top of the walls like I did in the garage, beneath the drywall. That gave me, let's see, I think an R value on the walls of like 21, I think. And if I use foam board, I can get it up to like 24 or 5, which is significant. I've already got the wood for the framing, for the door and the air conditioner and the windows out of the walls that I've taken out of here. I'm gonna use some of that to strengthen up the structure upstairs. I've only got one 10 gauge wire coming in over here. That ain't gonna work. So I gotta dig a trench. Also, the septic field is above grade here, so I've got to get a pump. I got to dig the trench out here, out to the trailer, and then run the water, the electric from there. I might run the septic pump through there and then over underneath the trailer and into the tank. I don't know. More likely, I'm just going to dig a hole right there and put a pit in there and then pump it out when it's full. The solar panels for the cabin will be mounted on one of those tree stumps. One for the cabin, one for the trailer. I guess that's about it. But like I was saying, the challenge stands. If you complain about my disability, that's fine. But take the same amount of money that I have to make it on and see how far you get with it.